All right, guys, the mission for today is to not piss off any HOA people. And definitely don't make those Canadian geese mad, because they will come after you. There's some Canadian geese that just landed in the pond back here where I'm working. What are you guys doing? Huh? Yeah, go that way. Go to that side of the pond. There they go. Yeah, there you go. Go over there. Oh, there's some ducks too. Got some mallards. Yeah, you guys go eat grass and poop over there somewhere. All right, so we're in a subdivision, and anytime I work in a subdivision, more the HOA people just start, they flock to me like moths to a flame. So we've got a small mulching job we got to do today. We're gonna try to get in here, get this done, and get out before anybody kind of notices. But the neighbor's already out there like, huh, what's going on over there? So we'll see what happens. But we've got a mulching job to do, so I got the Mini out here, and let's take a look at what we got, and we will get started. I got a house here, and so part of this job we're just gonna kind of be cleaning up this backyard. I'm gonna try to grind down some of these stumps a little bit here, just kind of clean up some of this. I'm gonna refer this guy out to landscaper Greg to come in here and get him some grass going on in here. There's some other little roots and sticks and stuff sticking up down there. I'm gonna try to grind down what I can. Same thing on the back side of this fence as well. Just kind of grind down some of this stuff, clean up along this fence edge as best I can. And there's some more Canadians. Yay, a whole party out here. And then the next thing we're gonna do is come through here and just kind of grind up through here and just kind of clean up this section here. He's already cut some stuff down by hand. We're gonna grind all that up. I'm gonna try to push these, if I can get that dead pine right there down, maybe if I can push it, we'll see. It's all hung up. And then just clean up all this stuff about like in line with this. All this stuff is going. So that's what we're gonna do. These crepe myrtles or whatever these things are, all that's going. All this stuff is going, just kind of back there about, I don't know, 5 feet. Wax myrtle, all this stuff, except for that magnolia. And that's what we got. So got the TMC out here on the Mini. And again, if you like what you see with this TMC, you can always check out my friends over at CC Equipment. They are a full line dealer of all the TMC Kinsella products. And we got skid steers, excavators, PTO tractors, all that good stuff. Again, thanks to everybody that came out to the farm show in Raleigh, said hello, checked out some stuff. So good times. There's a link and a phone number in the description below, and you can use the promo code IDIGIT, and they will hook you up with anything that you need. So let's fire this bad boy up and start grinding. She's down. Have made our way into the backyard. I guess you could call this the backyard or the side yard, into this wooded area here. And I'm gonna chew all this up right here. I was able to get those 2 leaning pine trees down. That was a little bit sketchy, but we got them. Was able to just push it over and knock it down. So far, just an hour and a half. This job's been a little bit delicate working in here around these tight areas, but this is the perfect job for this mini excavator. This is not a job for a big 120 skid steer, I can tell you that. Some good mulching here too, looking nice. We'll knock down whatever this is. I think it's a bay magnolia, a swamp magnolia. just knocked down, that's called a bay magnolia or a swamp magnolia, and they have a very distinct smell to them when you cut them down. It's very sweet, very pleasant smelling. That's what all these little things right here sticking up right here. That little thing right there, those are they're little swamp magnolias, or they're called bay magnolias or swamp magnolias. They just have like a really, really sweet smell to them. Very strong. Kind of smells like, kind of similar, like if you were brewing sweet tea is kind of what it smells like, to tell you the truth. Like a really strong sweet tea. Very similar to tea leaves. Now I got a bunch of bigger trees in here I got to work around, so I'm just going to kind of take the head, stick it down in through here, and see if I can't just clean up in between these trees. Keep the discharge going away from the house. There's another one right there, so that's one of those magnolias. Oh no! Right on the machine. Come on. Oh crap. Come on. There she goes. These magnolias, they're very soft, very easy to mulch. Down that big dead pine. That's going to be fun. Let's see what I want to do here. I think what I'm going to do is try to turn into this hole. Come on. There she goes. We'll go into this hole right here. that top ground up. We'll grind up the rest of these fallen pines through here and the rest of this crap. And it's just this little section right here that you're looking at, and then what's around that fence in the backyard, and this will be wrapped up. We gotta do a little cleanup with the blower, and this will be looking good. So let's stay tuned and we'll see what it looks like at the end. Let's get it done. All right guys, that's the job. Everything turned out pretty good and looks good, and the owner's super happy. That's all that matters. So got all that cleaned up through there, just kind of knocked it back a little bit, and then we went through there, made a line, opened all that up through there out to the golf course and the pond. Got that pine tree down right there. That was a little bit sketch, but we got it, and all that looks good. And yeah, so this looks a lot better. And then we went down the fence line, cleaned that up what I could on the inside and the outside, and then I referred landscaper Greg over to the owner, and then Greg can come over here and try to get him some turf or some sod or some pavers or concrete or something back here to make this look a little better. So it shouldn't be nothing for him to do that, because that's what he does and he's really good at it. So that shouldn't be hard for him to come in here and make this look nice. So, but yeah, it's a really pretty view out here to this little pond right here and the golf course. I almost got hit by a golf ball. Coming in here today. I was driving through the neighborhood and here come a golf ball right across the road. So that almost happened this morning. So yep, but we got another job for another client right across the street. I'm gonna come back and we'll do that tomorrow. I guess I'll just piggyback these two jobs together because this wasn't super long, so we'll include that job into this video. So we'll go check that out. It's a very similar kind of deal, just a little backyard. We're gonna clean it up like this one, but yeah, this looks good. Got all this blown off and looks good. So let's go check out this other job. Also, in case you guys were wondering, I did get the hydraulic line on the excavator fixed. I got that fixed, and I was going to film that, but let's just say there were many curse words involved with that, and I try to keep this as PG or PG-13 as possible, and I might have said a few bad words. That ended up being a job. Took me about an hour, and then I found out today this was seeping a little bit of oil. I tightened it up some more, but I tried to run it up through there and I couldn't get it to go up through there. So here, I'll show you. I actually had to go to Kubota. Hold on one second. All right, so here's the valving and all that stuff. So it ended up being this line right here. That was the line for out there. So I had to go to Kubota and get them to give me a schematic to be able to tell me which line it was and all this to figure it out. So got that unhooked. I pulled the line out this way, and that was not the hard part, but getting the line to go back in. I tried to feed it back in through this side, through there, but it wouldn't go back through there. And so actually that's the line right there. I tried to feed it in, it wouldn't, I couldn't get my hand, so I was reaching my hand down through here, and I had this hand all the way up in there. I mean, it was, dude, you talk about elbow grease, I was up to my elbows in grease. I had my whole arm up into that cavity in there. I mean, it looked like I was trying to pull a baby calf out of a cow or something. Like it was pretty hairy, and I was not happy about it. So I was covered in grease. So what I ended up having to do, future reference, this hole over here is a little bit bigger, and it's got you guys can see that through there, a little bit more access to get up in there. So I ran the line up through this side, but then I had to transfer it over to the other side down here at the bottom, and then I had to get it past all these pilot lines. So this big bundle right here is all the pilot lines, so I had to come up through there because I got it to come up through here, but then it was resting on this battery line. I was like, well, I can't have that, so I had to come back up through and get it under these pilot lines. It was a mess. It was an absolute mess, people, but we got it. Uh-oh, hold on. I got her fixed. I'm not a mechanic, but I did fix that, and it was a pain. So just wanted to tell you guys that I did get that fixed, and it wasn't fun.